to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide. I'm the president. I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm Amsterdam floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen in the nation, gotta leave us a super thanks or a cash app or super chat, depending on whether you're watching this now or whether you're watching this in a few minutes. All of the info will be in the description. It's not there now. I was in a rush. Excuse me. Queen Shadina, how you doing, sweetie? Beto, Mr. Thumbs Up in the building. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of things going on in the world, the entertainment world today. You know, I don't I don't know if I'm up to speed on everything, but some of the things there's some quite entertaining things going on. For all of my battle rap fans out there, have you seen the Mickey Fax destruction of Averb? It's epic. It's been epic. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. Um, I don't know why. I'm not sure what started their beef, but the beef I'm here to talk about, I believe, is officially the longest standing beef that we've had in the hip hop culture. This may be, I mean, somebody check the numbers, god damn it. You know what I mean? If MC Shan jump out the window and start talking about KRS-One again, then maybe that's the longest one. But goodness gracious, these two dudes, anyway, wasn't even 50 this time, but it might as well have been. You know, Tony Yayo is 50's right hand dog. You know what I mean? He's clearly gonna always ride for 50. He has been, or since day one. Even when they argue, they argue like family. The separation has never been real. You know what I'm saying? Never had a real separation. And I just want to say this. I'm gonna just go out the window and lovingly, I say this with love. I'm tired of Tony Yayo, B. I mean, salute the son. Let me tell you how, right? You ask Yayo a question, you go Fab, you go Fab or Banks. Who you think is who you got in a, I don't know, who's the better rapper, or who had the better career, or who got the, whatever you ask, Yayo ain't talking about none of what you asked. He just talking about how G Unit was the everybody wanted to be G Unit. We was the hottest brother. Nick, they ain't got nothing to do with who rap better, and I'm tired of it. But that's Yayo, and I recognize it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Yayo and Uncle Murda, and as a Brooklyn nigga, we all have perceptions on Uncle Murda. You know what I'm saying? We've all heard certain things. So son's not the most I don't know, the most diplomatic person. Cam and Jim. It's not the most diplomatic of souls I know. You know what I mean? So if you're Ja Rule, and I've met Ja Rule, and Ja Rule's a cool dude. I met Yayo once. I see Tony. I mean, I see Uncle Murda from time to time out and about. You know what I'm saying? I used to. I don't think I've seen him in a while, right? But Ja Rule has the capabilities of being a very civil human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, son is cool. Like, I've never met him, and I never seen Ja Rule in crash out mode. Never seen him that way. Every time I've ever seen him, he's been reserved. You know what I mean? But to have Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda sitting behind you on a plane, first class or no first class, is problematic. Now, granted, most niggas, most I heard Charlemagne just talking about a story of a time where 50 and Ja was on the plane together and it didn't go down, right? He's like, because they both smart enough to know you don't want to be on a no-fly list. It's a federal offense, this, that, and the third. We don't know for a fact that Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda have that understanding readily available in the front of their brain. We don't know. I know I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I would assume they do, but okay, maybe they won't fight him. You know, maybe they won't steal on him. But as DJ Envy said, I'm just giving everybody their credit for what they said. This ain't original. You want to sit there while these niggas throwing pretzels and ice cubes and all kind of because they might be smart enough not to punch you, but they also might be might be cunning enough to know pretzels and peanuts. What's the charge for pretzels and peanuts? But you gonna charge me with a felony, a federal offense for throwing a pretzel? The common sense about that is it makes me feel like my chances are good if I'm Yayo or Uncle Murda. I remember one time when I still would. No, this was already after I already like I gave up on. I stopped eating McDonald's a long time ago, right? But there were moments in life where I backslid. You know what I'm saying? And I would go, there wasn't no other options. I would go ahead and get the fast food or whatever. And I remember one time I went in a McDonald's in Brownsville and I ordered something, whatever I ordered. I'm a no mayonnaise guy, right? No mayo, right? And I ordered this, my whatever sandwich it was. I hit these niggas with the no mayonnaise 2 or 3 times just in case, like, but not aggressively. I'm not one of those aggressive, yo, if my food ain't hot, I'm sending that shit back. I'm not one of them niggas. I'm just like, remember, no mayo. Please, no mayo. They forgot the last time, no mayo. Dude was in the spot. It was a dude in the McDonald's talking to me crazy, like, nigga, I heard you the first time. Now, I don't think those were his exact words, but that was definitely the energy he gave me, right? Nigga gave me my order. I went outside and I got in the truck. And before I drove, because I must have really been hungry if I stopped at the McDougal's, knowing I don't eat McDougal's. Yes, I said McDougal's on purpose, right? So I got in the truck and I bust out the sandwich, mayonnaise. I'm like, this nigga, he had to do that on purpose. I'm like, seriously? I got out because I hadn't went nowhere. That'd be what they be banking on. They think you gonna drive away and then you eat it when you get home. Nah, I got out my truck, took the bag, took the food, went back in McDonald's and threw mad French fries at this nigga one at a time. Just one at a time. I'm saying, I'm sure it ain't hurt. He didn't feel any pain. I just wanted him to feel the disrespect. You understand what I'm saying? And I was confident that I wouldn't get in no real trouble behind that. You understand what I'm saying? There was no report filed. There wasn't no the police. I wasn't on the run for this. You understand what I'm saying? They wasn't looking for me for questioning, none of that. And I threw French fries at this nigga until I got tired of throwing French fries at him. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't know this. So what I'm saying is, if I was Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda sitting in back of Ja Rule, I might have hit this nigga with the peanuts, the pretzels, the ice cubes. I might have. So, the footage jumps off, the footage gets released. Everybody, Uncle Murda and them clowning Ja Rule. Look at this punk ass Ja Rule, so on and so. Ja Rule turned around. He was talking his talk. I seen on my Instagram timeline from one of the homies where somebody retweeted something where somebody said that Ja Rule held his own. That's why the video was only 3 seconds long. I mean, when 50 posted the video, he said that Ja Rule was yelling because, he want, you cause a scene, they going, they people are, the authorities or the people put in, the stewardesses or whoever, they gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? They going to start to enact some separation in the situation. Everybody knows that, right? So that's almost like a dry snitching situation, right? You go, why you blowing it up? What you yelling for? You know what I'm saying? So that's not necessarily holding it down, but I don't blame Ja Rule. Call it what you want. I don't blame son. I'm not sitting here with these niggas. You got niggas in jail, right? They go into a dorm and they know they got ops. They know they you go in a housing area in a prison or a jail, Rikers Island, you go in this mod, whatever you call it, and you see niggas in there, you know these niggas got it in for you. A lot of times the smart nigga would the smart play would be to pop on anybody so that they can get you out of there. You pop on anybody, one of them, somebody random, whatever. I can't live in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Crip, and all of these niggas are Bloods, or I'm a Blood, and all these niggas are Crips. Whatever the case may be, I'm gonna just pop it off right quick, and they gonna move me. So that's equivalent to that right there. And if that's you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't pop it off because Ja Rule might be smart enough to know about the, like I said, him and 50 had the prior experience where nobody, you know what I'm saying? But somebody said nobody's fighting on the plane. Those are a different set of charges. Really though? What are they really gonna charge you with? It's still a fight is a fight, nigga. Niggas get scared with the word federal and all of that, but what happened to Mike Tyson when he didn't Mike Tyson smack Earth, Wind, and Fire out somebody on the plane recently because they was doing too much? I remember something like that happened. If you remember, put it on the wall, tag it up, graffiti it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. Like, a fight is still a fight. You just it's federal charges, nigga. It's a fight. He ain't attacked the stewardess or the pilot. You know what I'm saying? So that would be serious. You know what I mean? You wigging. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I don't. You can say what you want about Ja Rule, but I don't really blame him for this. Like, he had no wins. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't fight. Nobody would. You can't fight. And if you do fight, you gonna get jumped up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and yeah, and put on some sort of no fly zone. Like, that's how we get our money. We rely on air travel as artists. So yeah, it was a bad look, but not really a bad look. A bad situation, not necessarily. Niggas is going to joke about this shit. I didn't see 50 post a meme with Ja Rule or AI Ja Rule jumping out of plane and all kind of this, that, and the third. But it's niggas is going to joke about this for a couple of, for about 4 5 days because the algorithms is on fire right now. I don't feel like Josh should be too embarrassed. I mean, like I said, in the clip that's out there, he was talking his ish. You know what I'm saying? He said, he held it down, but of course he had to get out of there because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But no hopes of this particular drama ever working itself out. But to the rest of the people in out here in our culture, could we try to please be nicer to each other, please? Pretty please. Handsome please. Whatever you want to. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 peace signs. Yeah. Yeah, but let me know about that Mike Tyson situation. What happened? Didn't Mike Tyson? I don't. Who got locked up for real for scum? Somebody asked you Chat GPT or one of them niggas, and leave the answer in the comments. How many times somebody got actually locked up? You know what I'm saying? People be like, yo, this is federal shouldn't play. This is a different set of charges. I see somebody spell Rocco wrong. I'ma delete that. Anyway. I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, I'm out. 4 peace signs if you made it to the end of the video. Love y'all. Rock on, rock. Gone.